Hello, are you sick of spending money on advertising your business? Everybody is. People say you have to keep doing it, but I say no, you do not. So I compiled a ton of things you can do for free or partially almost for free to market your tree care business and get some leads and get eyeballs on your business. Stay tuned. All right, Nick here with ArborMark. We focus on the tree care industry and tree care companies, getting them leads, business, and promoting their brand, and actually delivering a customized marketing product. So no templates, no anything like that. So let's get into this, and I'll show you the top 4 things that I would do if I had a tree care company and it had no money or very little money. So let's get into this here. So here's kind of what we're going to go over. Be really quick. So we're going to go over website SEO, free, kind of free. Depends on how much money you want to spend on it. If I had it my way, I'd have everybody get a website from me. But I know that's not going to be the case. If you don't have a website, please get one. Everything's going online. People my age, millennials, they want everything fast and now. So they're not going to be opening up a phone book and scrolling to the tree care section and picking somebody out with the biggest ad. That just doesn't happen anymore. Now, it may happen with the older demographic, and it doesn't hurt to have your name in the phone book or an ad in the phone book if you have extra money. But everything is transitioning to online digital. So the main things you want to do is have a website, be able to track that, track your competitors, add content to the site. So every month, add a blog. Talk about something you've done in the community. Talk about a job you did that was cool or difficult. Take photos, things like that. Have a good-looking website. So this kind of goes back to working with someone like us, where we start with a blank slate pretty much and build your site to your specs and to outrank and outdesign your whole competition in your city. So as long as you have a website that looks pretty decent, you might be okay for a little bit. But if you have a question and you don't know if your website looks good, reach out to me. I'll go over it with you and we'll talk and see if we can't work something out. And which goes back to, don't have a basic template website. Looks bad. Looks like everybody else is out there. You want to stand out and be different. Because you and your competitors are pretty much doing the same thing. They're all tearing trees down. You're all trimming trees. You have to just sell yourself better than the next person. Now, that doesn't mean just have a better price or be able to hard sell someone. You have to have a great brand, promote yourself out there, show testimonials, past projects, things like that. So just a little example of what we do with a customer here. This is some of the keywords we're tracking, and shows you the volume here, so how many are searching per month, the traffic they're getting from that keyword, and the position they're ranking. So number 1, almost a little bit over, or a little bit less than halfway down. So they're on the first page for all these keywords. Now I block these out because a lot of them aren't just tree care keywords. We take it to the next step, and we try to rank for other keywords that are related to the tree care industry, keywords that are more locally centralized. So if you're in Nashville, we're going to try to get people to land on your site who do some local things in Nashville. That's all I kind of want to say about it. Here also is tracking the analytics just for May for their website. So this is all organic. This isn't paid ads. So this is something that once you get your site up, if you decide to do it yourself for free, definitely start tracking keywords. Definitely track and see how many people are coming on your website and what they're doing. So you can see here 1,000 users on Google only. So that doesn't count Edge or Firefox, things like that. We also track that, but this is just what I threw in here. So we'll go to the next thing. Next slide. So next we're going to talk about offline advertising. Now I made it a point to say how important online is, but if you want a full rounded marketing plan, you need to do digital and offline. So that's going to include your yard signs, which I know those cost money, but they're cheap. They're under $1 per piece if you get like 100 of them. So you're looking at maybe $100 or $200 for 100 or so yard signs. So what you can do with those is stick them in the yard as you're working on a customer's place. If you have a brick and mortar operation, always have signs out front if your city allows it. Park your trucks out front, have the big flags, everything. We want people to recognize your brand and know that what you do and who you are. Local sponsorships, I'll get into that a little later, but some local things you can do is go talk to your local high school, see about advertising opportunities. Talk to the high school also about getting like a career plan in place for students there. Things like that. Maybe reach out to the school and have a field trip to your location. Show how a tree is cut down, talk about trees, what happens to a tree after it's cut down, turn into mulch, recycle, things like that. And then door knocking. So I'm not really promoting walking through a neighborhood and just knocking on everyone's doors. So what I mean by that is if you're already working in a neighborhood, go ahead and look around and say, hey, this tree needs to come down, it's dangerous. This one needs to be trimmed. Go knock on those people's doors, point to where your guys are and say, look, I'm working at Mr. So-and-so's house, tearing their tree down. Do you want me to take yours down? Worth it, worth a shot. Also, here's some examples of the yard signs I was talking about. Doesn't have to be crazy. Just get your name on there, a logo, and a phone number. Now, please, 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 don't load up these signs with a million lines of text. We want it to be basic and simple. We want people to be able to see it if they're driving by. So logo and phone number or logo and website address. Very big, as big as you can with your colors. So next we're going to get into your Google profile. One of the most underutilized things you can do for your business online, and it is totally free. So reviews. Build out your Google business profile. There's like so many people online who don't have a Google business profile, and it drives me nuts because it is literally free and will get you free leads. It doesn't just go for tree care. Any business, you have got to get this out there. You got to optimize it. So there's things we do on our side. We can add products in there if you sell products. Mostly going to be service for the tree care industry, and a couple other secret things we do to make it show up in the map section. Also, share photos on your Google business profile. So everybody thinks, hey, I need to get a TikTok, or I need to post on Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram. That's great. Keep doing that. But don't forget to utilize Google business profile, where the majority of people have the intent to hire a tree care company. And if you have a ton of photos on there and posts and you're active, they're going to reach out to you. So a couple examples I want to pull up for Google business profile. Here is one of our customers. Proof right here of us uploading specific photos to their Google business profile is showing how much better we are doing compared to their competitors. So you may say, oh, you're just uploading photos. That's not getting actual business. But it is getting eyeballs on this company and on the work they're doing compared to their competitors. This is just a month as well. So they've had almost 7,000 people with eyes on their photos, on their guys, on their crews, on their logo, and on their brand. Next, the map section. This is some software we have to where act like you're standing in any of these dot locations and you type in tree removal or tree service. We can see exactly how you're going to rank in the map section when that person searches, whether they're on their phone, their iPad, PC, anything. So here's an example about a couple tweaks we made on a customer's Google business profile. So here's their before. As you can see, 654, you're not showing on the maps. You have to scroll down. You want to be in that 3-pack. So as you can see here, they were doing okay on some of these, number 2, number 3. But here's the map section after we were done. Number 1's for everything. So this one's a little bit more zoomed in, but you can kind of tell, I mean, there's no 2s or 3s in here. It's all number 1. That's exactly what you want to have. And that goes into setting up your Google business profile and having it optimized, and then working with someone like us who knows what we're actually doing on it. And I think I have one more about Google business profile because it's so important and it's free and it's imperative that you have one set up. So this is with $0 in ad spend. You're not paying money to Google to have this. You're not paying advertising dollars to anyone. Here's 138 visits to their website. Now this is just from their Google business profile. This isn't from all of Google or Firefox or anything. 78 requests for directions. Now, I know most people or most customers are not going to type in directions to a tree care company and go talk to them face-to-face. But when your guys are coming back from a job, it's always great for them to plug the directions in because that's going to show relevance to the location of your business on Google. Also, 150 phone calls to them. So not everyone's going to be the customer when they call you, but out of those 150 calls, how many people do you think that they could convert over to an actual customer? You decide. All right. And the last section, local outreach. So this is primarily free. A couple of these have subscription services like BNI. We were in a BNI group a couple of years ago. It was a great opportunity, great time. I made a lot of friends in there. I kind of go into that a little bit later, or when we go to the next slide about what that is. Networking, so Chamber of Commerce meetings. I'll show you too. I just went on Google and typed in networking events near me, and all these popped up. I know all of them are not going to be business focused, but go ahead and type in your city and business networking, see what pops up and see what you want to go to. A lot of them just make you pay for the food you're going to eat, and you're going to be able to get in there, pass your business cards out, talk to people, things like that. So BNI. I'll talk about BNI for a little bit. Last time I checked, I think it was around $600 or so to join for the year, and it's every week, so it's a lot of time taken up. But you're going to meet with all these people in the group, and you're going to be the only tree care company in there who are getting the leads from all these people. So let's say, John's over at, his family's barbecue, and he notices that someone's tree fell down or needs trimming. He's going to know who to recommend for tree care removal because you're in his BNI group. So go ahead and check that out. If you want to, just type in BNI in whatever city you're in, and they always will take in guests. So I think there's probably like 50 groups here in Louisville. So, and we're not that big of a city. So if you live in Dallas or Nashville, Cincinnati, something like that, you're going to have more, and you're going to have more opportunities to go network for free. A lot of the times they just have you pay for food, like the other networking groups. But you can still meet a ton of people there, pass out cards, and hopefully get some business and get your name out there. Put these cars in here, cars and coffee, another great thing to do. You can't really set up a booth there, and promote your business, but see if you can't sponsor something. Go there with your trucks, walk around with your business shirts on, with the logos on, things like that. Maybe you do have a cool car, drive it there, wear your business attire, stuff like that. You never know who you're going to run into. Golfing. So the Chamber of Commerce here in Louisville, they put on a couple golf scrambles a year, and they have tons of sponsorship opportunities. Some of them that just come to mind are the hole sponsors. A couple $100, you get your logo on a sign for whatever hole you want on the golf course. A beverage sponsor where you have your name all over the golf cart that passes out the drinks, and then they have lunch sponsors who pays for the lunch, stuff like that. Also, Chamber of Commerce, whatever location you're at, find the nearest Chamber of Commerce and join it. Can't go wrong there. Also, when you join, try to be involved as much as you can. Don't just sign up and then just not go. That's what I see a lot of, is all these businesses that are joining chambers, and then they expect people just to, reach out to them for work. Try to get involved. You don't have to go every single month, but try to make it a habit of hitting, hey, I'm going to go to, 8 out of 12 of these this year. Or if you can't go yourself, then send someone from your office. There's a couple ideas. So that's pretty much it. Those are a couple free things you can do. I know a lot of those, can arguably be expensive for some people, $600, but you got to break it down. $600 to join a networking group for the whole year, that's nothing. $100, $200 to join a Chamber of Commerce, nothing. It's a one-time fee, and you're going to be there for all year. The yard signs, depends on how fancy you get. If you hire a graphic design firm to set the signs up, you might pay a little bit more, but you got to have a trade-off. Do you want something cheap, or do you want something that's good, that's going to probably last you a long time, or it's going to get attention? So it just depends. If you want me to sit down and talk with you on a Zoom call, we are offering free 15, 20-minute conversations about going over your business's marketing, online, offline, seeing what you're having trouble with. We can run the little cool maps software with you. Where is it at? Pull it up here again. Just to see exactly how you're ranking for specific keywords. So maybe you are working with a marketing company and you just don't know what they're doing or if they're doing a good job. I can plug your information in here, show how you're ranking, pull up your keyword report, look on your website, stuff like that. So any questions, reach out to me. I'll put the link to the contact form in the description. But that's pretty much it. Nick with Arbormark, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.